Jen, did you know that a lot of people that I talk to have never been formally trained on how to use a ladder?
You know, that doesn't actually surprise me, but why aren't people formally trained?
I think a lot of people just assume that everybody knows how to use a ladder and they don't bother telling them the proper way to do it.
Yeah, I know the first time I had to use a ladder at work, I was told, just go use that ladder, put that stock away. So today we are going to talk to you about a few tips on how to properly use ladders. So what are we looking for to make sure we know how to use a ladder?
You know, the first thing that I always look for on a ladder is it properly labeled? There's a lot of labels on a ladder.
Yeah.
A lot of people I see paint over them or they get scraped off and then they're not there. But they're very, very important. They'll tell us the capacity of the ladder, maximum working height, where we can stand, different types of ways we can use the ladder. And if we don't have those labels, we have no idea what we can do with the ladder. The other part that we look at is, do I have the right label or ladder for the job? If I don't, can I find a different ladder? That kind of ties back to labels. So if I look at this ladder, just for example, you can slightly read this label. Maximum standing height is 3 feet 10 inches. Okay, I'm right around 6 feet tall. Well, that's 9 foot 10 inches here. If I need to get 14 feet up, this is not the right ladder. If I don't have the right ladder for the job, a lot of times we end up standing on the second to top rung or all the way to the top to get where we need to, and that is not the proper way to do that. Another thing to talk about and remember is always maintain 3 points of contact when you're going up or down the ladder. Once you're working, you've stopped moving. If your feet are on there and you can get your shins lean forward, you're good. But while climbing, you want to maintain those 3 points of contact. Correct. That's the perfect way to do that. And then make sure that you're stepping down and keeping your hands on it perfectly. So the last part with the ladder before I use it the first time is I'm going to inspect it. So again, I'm going to look at the labels. I'm going to make sure I have the right ladder. I'm going to inspect that ladder and look for damage on it, right? So I'm looking again at all the rungs and the pieces on here, locking mechanisms, the labels, making sure the feet are in good shape. If any of that is not in good shape, then we need to take the ladder out of service, and you absolutely do not want to be climbing on it to do your task.